Hello, hello. Not a long introduction today because I forgot to go live and have the timer. I guess it is what it is. Gonna start strong. I want some lights though. I'm looking forward to playing a bit today. See how far. Not even see the lines. See how far I will go. And where we get into the story. I would like to. Ideally, I want today to. Charge my phone. So ideally, I want to reach the zone that I don't have open yet. Secondly, like another good thing, but not as ideal, would be to do all the filler stuff and then be ready for the what? Whatever, my phone is confused. As I was saying, doing all the like fluff stuff that I think we're gonna do for a bit. If I manage to at least do that, that'd be great. Oh, I want actually to post one story. Now, I don't know what to change the music to, because it's very annoying. The music in this, I want to say not the zone, but it's not the zone. Cute. Also started an ice cream very my timing is very poor today. I'm like very bad at everything. It's like, whatever. Do you remember background music? Background music. Gotta make myself tiny. Oh, actually, while I have my ice cream, where is she actually? Where do I find it? Hello, look who it is. Great, we're gonna make her bag. She's bag, but she's not speaking, which I don't like. Now we're gonna hide this. Big girl. Big girl, that is not I don't like that you can see what I'm doing. Microphone? Hello? Hello? Why? Okay. So it's working here. Oh, I think... is that why? Maybe. Anyway. Am I stupid or am I stupid? Because I closed the program. Any second now. Ooh. Okay, yeah. That's fine. I think. Hello? I hope she's reactive enough. I don't know. I don't want to spend more time on this, honestly. Let's go. It smells like smoke. I've been a non-smoker, no tobacco smoker for why is she doing that? Okay, okay. Oh, this stresses me out. I don't want any delay. Does this change anything? Well, no, that way she just speaks here? Maybe. What about this? Anyway, so as I was saying, I've not been smoking for like a year. And I was out in the wild yesterday and everybody around me a lot of people around me were smoking. And the thing is this better? I don't even know what those things do. Is this better? Looks nice. Looks nice when I'm not doing anything. Anyway, point is, I was in the wild and people were smoking around me, and I feel like I still have the like smell of smoke in my nose, and it's slightly painful, but it's okay. Do my senses deceive me in the shadow of yon corner? One can but hope this leadeth not mischievous undertakings. As surprised as I was to learn the foreign plan to send everyone to the moon, I can't imagine how the common folk must feel about it. I don't mind a bit of heavy lifting, but I draw the line at paperwork so much as wave a sheet of document at me and I will put my lance through it. Okay. In order to protect the secrets of the central circuit, the researchers must navigate a bewildering maze of paperwork before they are permitted to return to the surface. I suppose it's no different than any other aspect of Charlean society. We do love our bureaucracy. It's very much a mirror of the city above, which is perhaps how it came to be called Charlean's Hamlet. What a quaint little settlement this is. A shame it is hidden underground. From what I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but our ideas say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Montigny mentioned. Let's start by asking around. I tell you without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by it right once our work is done. How do we know our work is done if we don't know exactly what we're doing? Okay, I think... Ooh, yeah. She's more reactive now. I like it. I think it's good. I'm gonna wait for some feedback, honestly, but I think she's pretty good. He's cute. No inside, okay. Hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the ether burner. Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. I wanna see the glasses. Even so, I'd choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in and day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The firm's got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when, a lot of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortunal and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Oh. Oh my god, I have so many things open. I don't see anyone else around here. Hello? Helping with the Ark, even with all the power Master Cocole's managed to squeeze out of the ether burner, it's still not enough apparently. And now I hear the Foundays have arrived, horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan and all will be well. Sure, just believe. Let it all wind. Well, I've been here. Hello, hello. Hello. Honestly, not much. I'm just having some fun. Hey, look at this! Look at that cutie. What are you doing here? Why are you here, actually? Well, I guess it's one of the safe specimens. How are you doing? What's up? How are you? How come you are inside? Oh, that's so cute. So you're not inside, okay. That's very cute. That's very sweet. I send you kisses. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you're having fun, whatever you are and whatever you're doing. Thank you. Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly a list of the things we'd need once we arrive on the moon and whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've never even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous, looming giants. That's cute. Why? I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like the beheaded rapid that ran by. Beheaded, not beheaded. I think there is a distinction between those two. To the appear the Lopperids have infiltrated Charlena's most heavily guarded facility. How? I know not. Well. Hehe. What joy to sample the delights of Etheris. Cute. How marvelous it is to see you again. You'll be pleased to hear I've learned much since our fascinating discussion at the Curatorium. Curatorium, what am I reading today? It's all thanks to Riange, you see. He's taught me the finer points of cooking, which, despite my name, I knew very little about. So many dishes, so many hard-to-pronounce words. I'm with you on this one. Actually, I was rather hoping he'd show me how to bake an Archon's loaf. They're quite popular, I hear, though it doesn't sound like it contains any flavor to speak of. Still, if that's the sort of thing your kind enjoys, I shall make enough to last the whole journey. Please don't. That we can skip that one. I wasn't expecting to see you here, Manya. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to say goodbye and for having those other Lopperids attack you. Terrible misunderstanding that. Not to worry though, as all have since recovered from the rather savage beating you administered. They bear you no ill will. Well, perhaps a little, on account of the savagery, but time heal all wounds. Most, anyway. Well, I wouldn't have beaten their ass if they weren't attacking me. Fancy meeting you here, Manya. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Etheris itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny, underground, miniaturized version of it. We're hoping the forum will give us a guided tour, but it appears they are rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we changed upon Uriage and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Eh. A tour of Labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarity betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it will be in our best interest to have the Lopperids acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlean collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture? Sure. What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with that great big what's it over yonder? What? I shall leave its explanation to Manya. Okay. I don't even know where we're going. But sure. The sounds are crazy. Oh. Goodness me! To build something so large without creation magic. It's positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features? I love that I'm cold now, and in 5 minutes I'm super warm, and I'm very cold again. Ugh. I just realized something, that if I use this, when I use a PNG tuber, I can have schnackies. because eating during live, it's kind of weird, and it produces at least questionable clips. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the PNG until there's something very interesting happening, or like more emotional, or I kind of need my face to express what's going on, because this is observe the mushroom-like thing. Observe the tanks. Well, is that golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through the window another pipe at the bottom. This must be for purifying water drawn upon from below. Nice. Metallic cube. And the mushroom-like things. What? An axolot! Look at him! You spot an ambystoma, an especially lively one at that. It would appear that the concept you observe in another time, another place, was approved for life in the wider world, somehow. That is so cute, that's so nice, that's so sweet. That's so sweet for them to do that. Whee! Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Let's watch him again. Let's watch him again. Oh. Hello. How you doing? Oh, it's a metallic tube, not a cube. Why did I read that it should be a cube? Jesus. Woke up from a nap and saw streaming. That's an interesting way to wake up to. Though a nap on a Saturday, that sounds absolutely amazing. Is that water I hear from inside the great big tube? It must be because of those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw upon the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside the tube. I love how smart these bunnies are. What is the mushroom like? Nothing is mushroom like to... Never mind. Never mind. Hello?
Hello.
I cannot hear you. Is it me or is it you? I think it's me. Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Amazing.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Bit tired. We had good session earlier, so that was good.
That's very nice. Collab? I guess. Can we call it a collab? Or are you my guardian angel while I'm going through the MSQ?
This is not a collab. I'm not streaming. I'm not.
You don't have to stream for us to collab, you know.
That's maybe true.
That looks like the trees in Greatest Ensvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. Nice. I realized that if I use my PNG tuber, I can have snacks. And I think there are a lot of emotions going on right now, so. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I am right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install in even the hardest of environments. For us loperids, that is. You're so cute, I'm dying. Indeed. Securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. How do they have water on the moon, actually? We have read, however, that people of Etheris sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Yeah, many settlements in Tanalan are built near an oasis? God knows how you say that in English. So whatever
Oasis.
Oasis, okay. So whatever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it will appear they rely on it far more than we anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alfino spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logistical Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loperids will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlayan Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big and nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. We're not escorted here by burly custodians. I dread to think what could have become of us. Regrettably, too many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big nasty teeth. Leopards may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Sing Way and Growing Way to thy care. Amazing. Leave them to me. I'll take care of the bunnies. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. Let's go. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beast. Okay, come along, Growing Way. To the water extraction, what's it? This really is a filler episode. What are you up to?
My food is cooking, and I'm just doing some fits.
Your IRL food.
My IRL food, yeah.
Okay. Oh no, there is a big monster. really hope this water extraction what's it is worth this harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burned to a crisp if it's all the same to you. Why do you keep saying that? Is that his little quirk? I lowered the volume of the music so I don't have to like hear it as much. But hearing all like the fighting sounds without any music is very crazy. It's very intense. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the lift stop. Pray, follow me. Okay. We're taking left. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. How? I'm confused. You're all very lucky at the theories. Just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? That's a good question. Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Okay. I've not opened anything from this. Maybe I should. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Medial Agronomics. As I imagine, Singway and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus. Wouldn't thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Oriange was telling me about. Even this incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose description cannot compare those sampling them myself. Not to mention, theories will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. Cute. Let's go to the kimchi. Where is the kimchi? When do you want to do the fight?
After I eat. And at a good time for you to take a break from MSQ?
I don't know if I'll like that though. Because I'll have
Okay,
to
then
stop.
would you like to do the fight?
Because I will have to stop streaming then. And come back in. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables features in our compendium. I dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crop without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples? I know I don't have a specific time, but that's I thought I was gonna play, and then we're gonna do that.
Okay, how long do you want to play?
What?
Okay, how long do you want to play?
I'm not exactly sure. I was hoping maybe to get to the next zone so that I open some stuff for the maps, or
Okay.
at least a couple of hours.
Yeah, I want to do the Unreal earlier rather than later.
Well, maybe then I won't join.
What was that?
I'm thinking maybe then I won't join today.
Okay.
So I don't know how else to do it so it can work.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, why can't you just leave the stream on or turn the stream off and on again?
Because I will have to tell people, and I don't want to go through that. It would be nice for me to ask everybody else that wants to join if they're fine with this as well.
Mm-hmm. So why don't we do that?
I don't know if I want to go through that.
What do you mean go through that?
it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd throw you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the Exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here. Down here, up there. What? First on the moon, then on whichever star the Forum decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Do you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in a new environment, so many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Thank you. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? We just go around and take food. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the other skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. That's so cute. I love grapes too. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? Okay. That's a bit extra in all directions, but sure. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Oh. What is this? Apple? Orange by name, orange by nature is not an apple. Okay. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yeah, that's equal parts sweet and sour, as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Riage about expanding my vocabulary. Yes. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. That is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you and all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots, marvelous though they still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. So we're gonna go and fight an onion or something. That color, the texture, are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No, sweetheart. No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Does he just bite the pumpkin? Blah. It's so hard and
He's a
flavorless.
rabbit.
It is a rabbit, but still. They're supposed to be our cook. I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as good luck carrots. Stop! Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? I do. I do, actually. Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though if there is anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? This reminded me that what I'm eating actually in game is just a pumpkin. A carved pumpkin, but still. I should give him one. What do we have here? Lemons? There's lemons actually. I think so. I don't know. What a wonderful fragrance. With luck, I'll have a flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. Oh, poor baby. My tongue. Is this poison? Look at him. A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? It's actually good, come on. I mean, not the outside, but still. It may be some time before my palates recover from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Okay. I'm sorry you did not like lemons. You're gonna learn to like them. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored. What? Yes, with the grapes and oranges. Alas, so the pumpkin. Though I learned the hard way, they are not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to live with a bad taste in your mouth in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. Oh, I want a lemon muffin. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Oh, trust me, you're gonna live it. Nevertheless, it will be remiss of me to spur this opportunity to bit of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin. Do your worst. This is delicious. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the forum agonized over what was worth preserving and what will be consigned to history. Hard choice, but make them we must if we are to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin is in your kind. That's so sweet. Mankind, the Loporrits, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fate of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. It's the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since the immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. That's beautiful. What life gives you? When life gives you lemon, make lemon muffins. Pardon my origin, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you, anyway? Cooking away at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there will be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many Aetherius species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Hee. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive, probably. Let's go and see if Urianger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we?
I think my food is ready, so BRB.
Okay. That way. I love riding my horsey inside buildings. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know any other places famed for their cuisine? Famed for their cuisine. I feel like I like both, but like Limsa's the OG place. Well, would that I had time to visit. The more I learned of Aetherius, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Heidelin's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. Well, we're looking for another way, so... Manya, I trust thy time at Mariel Agronomics did bear fruit. Funny. Our own effort too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of education riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Charlie and Hamlet forthwith. Ah, that scared me. I shall gladly attend to each and every labyrinth there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Hey, there's a duck. He's so cute. Aww. Oh, I'm sorry. I promise. After we save the world, we can go around and try some food and see what's good and what's not. What am I doing? Where am I going? Am I? I wished. It's so peaceful around here, I forget we're not inside the city actually. What's wrong? Sweetheart. Yes, Manya. That was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the restricted environmental data for a terrace at Logisticon Alpha. That's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. And are all your forests like that? You should see the forest on the first. They are absolutely incredible. They are so beautiful. I see. With the stars so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. That is not true. They are so cute, Jesus. Wait, can I use my stuff? It doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thank you. Welcome back. How didst thou fare? I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Welcome back. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried though. Quite the opposite.
I return.
Welcome back. Enjoy your food. What are you having?
rice and chickpeas.
Somebody in my building made rice today, and I smelled it. I was like, that actually smells nice. But I was on my way to make the enchilada, so I'll have to. The rice will have to wait for me. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them there is no cause of concern. Perhaps not. Though, aided by our goodly growing way, we might yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored that you will think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone mopping in the western plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him? Start with him? Perhaps? Jesus. This is as good as any place. Come. I just created that sentence myself. Can I help you? It is you who would help me? Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray tell us of thy troubles. He's kind of cute. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I mean, they have big ears. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Charlean ingenuity, that is built with peerless, elegant technology. It's all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us, then what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the ether burner's design was flawless, though, and look how that... flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with this most daunting technologies, and dost thou hold the power to allay his fears? I'm not sure about that, but well... Maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship design that you're especially worried about? Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks for on. I've designed a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment, but what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and beings crashing into things as soon as we left the star? Gravitation. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. This is so cute. I wish I got a cute bunny that comes to help me when I'm having anxious thoughts about my research. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Tancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Loporrits to attend them? An excellent idea. If I do say so myself, there is naught would like more than to ease the hearts of those fine people of Itiris, and learn more about them while we're at it. They are so good, Jesus. So glad I am to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Mania, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable Loporrit. Oh, I do so look forward to that. A place for every Loporrit, and every Loporrit in their place. Let me know when the 15 minutes start, by the way. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons. But to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in that great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. Well, there are some bunnies that I want to talk to. The crew from the moon. Why did I not think of that? Cute. The end of the world is not, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things, feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. And yet, I've never felt so alive. Babe, are you alright? This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Ah, that's so relatable. Beautiful. Yes, you idiot. Have you seen an envelope lying about? Are you alright? Mr. Bold. This imbecile refused to give me the alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Well, I think this is beyond help too. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I thought it would be more help than you, and you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Loporrits.
Okay, in 25 minutes from now, at the top of the hour, sounds good?
Yeah, sounds great. As I said before, they are very unapologetic in this expansion. They don't care anymore. It feels like they know they can be slightly mean, and they do it, and I like it. My face? What's wrong with my... Oh, perhaps I'm a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the sustainability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Well, you're not gonna believe this. Including the Loporrits in our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clues as well. I love that I'm also wearing my glasses, and most here wear glasses. I'm part of the crew. Consult our collaborators. I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips should the ether burner make our original estimate unfeasible, but there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my burrow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insights into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. My pleasure. Oh, out of those 8, the previous 2 ones did not count. Okay, that's a lot of people. How might I help you? You're not gonna help me, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, only people that you actually help count. It's a bit strange.
Yeah. My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. Your plan. This woman is doing better than you are. Ouch. Ow. I mean, good for her. Why am I not doing good? And who decided that? He's a calm researcher. Well, you might not need help. Worries, no. I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confining in my colleagues and it helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. What did I say? I know an emotionally balanced person when I hear it. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on gods know what made by gods know who. Well, you can meet the people that made it. Or that operated, actually, not made it. Cool hairstyle, brother. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. Oh, they do. Well, I think they like to talk more than they like questions, actually. Apologies, but I'm awaiting a delivery. Whatever, it will have to wait. It's too busy. Okay. Could they be outside? Because technically it's still in the circle.
I don't think so.
Oh. But I've not been here up here before though. I don't have I? I don't think. Oh, hello. Hello. You seem like you need some help. 56 bunches of wheat in the ground, 56 bunches of wheat, rip one out and add to mound 55 bunches of wheat in the... I'm sorry.
56 bunches of wheat in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds, rip one out, add to the mound, 55 bunches of wheat in the ground.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need for a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk and then I noticed these weeds and... pleasant conversation partners and oh, so fuzzy. Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. I'm so happy to help. So happy to help. Anyone? Anyone here? Ha, found you. He's hyperventilating. He needs a fuzzy bunny. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Sounds like panic attack, but you could. Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There is no cause of concern, I assure you. No cause of concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment, and if the hull I design buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But That is highly unlikely. Yes, yes, highly unlikely. Our visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you see? Boy, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. That's nice. That's nice. That's good for you. I think we checked everyone in here though. No, I did not. I've got my 6. I got my 7 and 8. I found them. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling under the pressure? You know, a starship pilot that I might speak with, truly. Well then, there is no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. Hee hee hee. If is anything bothering me, well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sand played it as a piano. My feet and knees are drums and cymbals?
Symbols.
Kimball, I don't know what a kimball is. No. No, I thought that was my last one. You fooled me. I was fooled. Hello? I was there. Anyone? Free cuddles with the bunnies.
It's your emotional support Loprit here. Emotional support Loprit. Hello, hello.
It kind of worked because I saw it instantly. So, blasted assistants. Where have they gone off to a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear when I find those assistants of mine... Well, maybe I should not send him to where all the assistants probably are. The Loppers are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 2,000 times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy salt. Oh, he's the type of supervisor that you don't want. I see. I see. No thank you. What time is it? Okay. I think I'm gonna finish this and then stop here. And depending how we do with the fight, I might come back or not. Look how many there are here. There are so many. I'm curious if they like slowly added one after like I talked with everyone. You know, like if I checked at each point.
No. I don't know.
Behold, Mania. Though thine efforts were had spread throughout the labyrinths, God, he makes my life so hard. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living Way doth gather more lopperites as we speak. I shall assign...
Why are there a million ARR sightseeing logs open? What the hell?
Huh?
There's like 12 sightseeing logs from Realm Reborn open at the moment that I don't have. Why? How?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna go make key, but
there are too many now.
there's so many.
Seems like your lucky day today. With the fish and the sightseeing. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills. The new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attention, watch over them. Pretty? Me pretty? I agree.
I love how consistently for Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawntrail, I get half of the sightseeing logs just by going through the MSQ. I have 29 for Shadowbringers, 25 for Endwalker, and 25 for Dawntrail.
Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
He's so cute.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
That's a bit racist. Tancred.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louis Soir, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Are those his parents?
Vilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation
Oh
magic,
no.
and
Oh yeah.
Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Oh my gosh, she looks like her.
The nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Oh my god.
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisois left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Yeah, so sweet.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
I love it when they make the filler episodes worth it. Like they still give you something. That was very cute. That was very sweet. What do you want to shoot? Oh, you must be one of the Scions, correct? Yeah, I am. Thank you for caring for my daughter. The times we spent with you was all too short, but I know she was proud to have you as comrades. Urianger is too, I'm sure, and I certainly feel better for knowing he was good. He has good friends to look after him. See that he comes home from time to time, will you? That's so sweet. You're so sweet. The classical Rogadan language isn't so different from yours. Did you ever wonder why we named our daughter Moon's Bride? When I first held her, the moon was shining silver and full. The whole world seemed aglow. I knew it had chosen her, that she would be a beacon of that same light. Of course, we'd later hear our fair share of jokes about how we ought to have gone for Sun instead, with how bright and stubborn she was, but fiery as Moonbrida was, she was always kind and gentle. That's very sweet. I guess the next is gonna be after. The next is gonna be a later. Opa. I don't think